Hello, I'm going to go over Module 3 with you today. So, this is very exciting because now we go into the case study analysis, and I think you will enjoy this very much. We form teams in this module and we work together with teams. We do some individual work in the beginning of the module, and then we pull our resources together individually as a team and we view each other's work to get a good feel for each members' strengths and weaknesses. So let's go ahead and I'll share my screen and go into the module. So here we are, Module 3. The expected work dates are from March 18th through the 20th, and it's estimated to take about 4 hours. If that should differ, if it winds up being more than 4 hours, please alert me to that so I can make changes moving forward. We do have the module overview and the objectives that for the course content aligning with the course objectives within this module. So here we have a bunch of GoPro case study assignments associated with this module. And the first thing that we want to do is create a team communication agreement with our team members. So I want to show you what that looks like. It is right here. So you can see it's a very simple form. We just include each team member's name, their phone numbers, their availability when they have time that perhaps you could meet together or at least converse together somehow, and just to know each other's availability throughout the week. Uh, are you going to set up a group chat? That's probably a good idea to have something set up where you can converse with one another in your team. And then you want to either elect or nominate a team leader that will move the team forward. And that person will be responsible for submitting this document once everyone has contributed their information, and then also submitting the assignments once everyone has contributed their information with the assignments of all the case studies. So here you can see what I'm looking for here is when you have decided in consensus here, everyone, when will you have your work done ready for the team leader to submit? And it's always good to get the work done early and not keep the team leader waiting till the last minute. So decide as a team when you're going to submit your assignments to the team leader to submit to me for the grading. All right, so that is that document, pretty simple. Then the next item we have is the GoPro quiz acknowledgement. Similar to the previous acknowledgements, I just want to show you what that looks like here. Let's take a look here. We'll bring it back. Okay, so what it looks like is there's an overview, like most acknowledgements and assignments. There's the objectives, and here are some resources. What I have is just two reading resources that relate to GoPro. And then the instructions are really just to download and read those assignments, the estimated time to do so. And then you want to take the acknowledgement quiz here. So you go down, select preview, then just acknowledge that you are aware that you had to do the reading, and then go ahead and go to the next section in the module and take the actual quiz. Again, it's just five questions, 5 minutes. It should take you, no time at all. Once you've done the reading, you should have no trouble answering those questions. Now, why do I have this acknowledgement before the quiz? And the reason I do that, and I have been doing it this way, and I'll continue to do that within the course, is that students had told me that they did not see my resources because I had them in the modules and they go to the to-do list and they just look at the assignment and take the assignment. So what I've done is I've created this acknowledgement into an assignment, into a quiz, and I have it due before the actual quiz is due. So that's my rationale behind that. Let's move on to the next section here. So the next one is, as I mentioned, the actual quiz. Then we have the case analysis assignment. And what's involved with that, I'll show you what that looks like. So here we have an overview again, the objectives, and then we have some resources. I go over the GoPro slide deck lecture. I just explain it to you so you know what's needed, as if I were in the classroom explaining the information to you in person. And then we have a PEAS framework, and I have a very brief lecture on that, explaining the PEAS framework and how you're going to include the PEAS framework within this assignment. And then you can actually download the PEAS framework. You can download the slide deck that's all available to you. And then here's a template that I'd like you to download and overwrite on top of that template. And I'll show you what that looks like so you have a feel for it. Let's take a look at that. Okay, good. That came out pretty quickly. So here we are. And what we're doing is I will make this so it can go to one page. So what we'll do is we put in and typically the team leader will do the prep work on this, and then all the team members provide the information to the team leader. And as a team, you're going to figure out how you want to work that, how that works nicely in maybe Google Docs or some other form where you're putting in the information and the team leader can just grab it, copy and paste it into this document. But however you want to do it, that's up to you as a team and certainly the team leader. So here, in your own words, you're putting this information in, and then the first word has student one, put in the first name of that student. And then the next student, student two, overwrite onto this information where it says student one, two, three, and five, and include the team leader's answers as well. But put your name in here and then your answers. Just leave the name in bold and have your answers in just plain text, no highlight, no bold. Just make it easy to read for me so I know what you're doing there. And then you'll just answer these questions. So you will see that each student has an individual answer. And this is good because when we come to the point where we're in the final project, starting in module 6, you have a very good feeling of the strengths and weaknesses of your own team, and you can decide as a team who will take on what responsibilities when we go into that final team project. So please utilize this as a good tool to help you, but everyone must answer all these questions individually. And then that in one document, just one document is submitted to the assignment. Okay, so then, and I have the steps here explaining all of that and what the team leader will do here and some tips for success. It's a fairly simple way to go. I think you won't have any problem with it. I did remove two other requirements from this module, and they have to do with the final project. I thought it was a little too early, so I'm including that in module 4 and module 5. So we will address that when we get to those modules, but I just wanted you to get a good feel. You have a new team you're working with, new members, and you need to acclimate to your team. So I wanted you to just have that time to work with this module within your team structure, and then we'll go into the other things next time. All right, so I do hope you enjoyed the case study analysis, and I'm looking forward to viewing all your case study analysis answers from each team. Please reach out to me if there's any concerns, any questions at all. Reach out to me through Canvas inbox. I'm happy to have a Zoom meeting with you, or we can chat on the phone if email doesn't work for you. Thank you so much, or not email, but Canvas message. Thank you so much, team.